Sit With Us podcast. We back, baby. Episode 3. Hip hop. What does it mean to you? You feel me?
Man, it's a culture, it's a vibe, it's a feeling, our history.
To me, it started with struggle. It's the escape from that. It's your artistic expression of yourself.
We saw hip hop a long time ago. Hip hop nowadays, they lose their morals and integrity to get that boost.
A lot of people don't understand that it's a lot of knee bending and it's a lot of shaking ass and there's a lot of demoralization going on to achieve certain heights.
Yeah. My number one top 5 is Ye, man.
Kanye?
Ye, man.
If you want to just say the best rapper, not the greatest of all time, but the best rapper, to me is Eminem. And the GOAT, I say, is Wayne.
I see he went back to low cut season, you know what I'm saying? The Yankee fit, you know what I mean?
You know it's album time.
It's definitely album time.
The birthplace of America's swag. Straight culture, no chaser. I toast to the coast.
Oh, Sit With Us podcast. We back, baby. Episode 3. And this episode, we're going to talk about the evolution of hip hop. You feel me? Nostalgia versus the new era. You know what I mean? And it's your boy, Big Phil Baby.
Just killing the beats. West Side representative. Let's get it.
We talking about hip hop. Start that shit off with some of that hip hop shit you've been working on, bro.
They got to wait for that, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's cool. See, we doing this podcast stuff, but they don't understand, man, that you've been producing for eons. And I've been rapping for eons, and we are real, what you call us, we are savants. We are savants of this culture, man. So, like, hip-hop, bro. What does it mean to you? You feel me?
Man, it's a culture. It's a vibe. It's a feeling. It's something that, you know what I'm saying, you got experience. It's a part of Black culture, you know what I'm saying? So it's engulfed in our history. It's struggle in it. That's why it's so rich now. You know, it started from struggle, started from pain, and then progressed to something that moved the whole culture. Black culture, all culture. That's what hip hop is to me. Producing wise, it kind of showed me that you can just go in your own lane. There's no right or wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's how you perceive it. You feel me? But that's hip hop to me. Without all the celebrity, all the fame, money, all that, you know, I would do this for free. That's how much I love it. We not doing no business for free. So, because this is a business.
Right.
I would do hip hop for free if there was no money involved. You know what I mean? That's how much I love it.
Hip hop to me is escape. Like you say, it started with struggle. It was, you know what I'm saying? It's the escape from that, man. It's your artistic expression of yourself. And sometimes it's like, you know, coming up, me and my guys, we would freestyle on Friday nights while certain other kids might be out getting into mischief and stuff like that. We out playing beats or instrumentals, freestyling, and I'm escaping from the fact that what's going on at the house, and you know what I'm saying, poverty stricken, you know what I'm saying. Most of us, a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, come from the slum.
If you're coming from where we come from, you didn't have no silver spoon. Like,
right.
There is no way. You feel me? Like,
and you needed that, and you needed that escape, and a positive escape, bro, to keep you out of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So what you think about the direction of hip hop like now? It's 2026. So what do you think about, you know what I'm saying, this thing that you fell in love with and the direction that it's taken, bro? Like, how you feel about that?
I'm gonna give you the honest answer. And I'm gonna give you the straightforward answer. Like, I mean, I could say, oh yeah, it's progressing, it's turning into a big business. We're making a lot of money now. But in reality, hip hop has become uh um it's become a construct for consumerism. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And
capitalism.
capitalism. Right.
Mhm.
Capitalism. Um, and basically I feel like hip hop culture, we don't own it no more.
Mm,
We don't own hip hop no more. We sold hip hop a long time ago. You feel me? So what you get out of hip hop nowadays, in I say 75% of artists, it's gonna be negative energy
mm,
because the labels want to dumb down our energy, black
right,
culture. You
right,
feel me? Black pain sells.
for sure.
How often do you see that? How often do you see the industry lift up their artists to a point where, you know, it's not like they gotta
Shake ass. For lack of
no,
a better word, they gotta shake ass.
in so many
This is
words, they
simple enough.
gotta lose their morals and their integrity to get that boost. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to say something positive or trying to, you know what I'm saying, make hip hop look more wholesome to people that's coming up, especially the children.
Right,
Cause I feel like go back to your question, where hip hop is now, how I feel about it. I feel like we're losing the children.
right. But what's funny is me and you, we've been doing this. We
Yeah.
love this. Like you said, we'll do it for free. But a lot of people don't understand that it's a lot of knee bending and it's a lot of shaking ass and there's a lot of demoralization going on to achieve certain heights
Yeah.
once
Yeah.
you get on the business side of this. And when you get deep down into it and get into that rabbit hole, people be like, oh, they want to call you conspiracy theorists. Oh, they don't really believe that these things is going on behind the scenes.
I disagree, bro. They believe and they know what's going on, but they'll hide their eyes and their ears to
Right.
it. So they can
Some
get
of them got the veils. Some of them got the veils and still got the scales over their eyes and can't see
so,
us. Some of them can't see it.
yeah,
Some
so
of them
they
can't
want
see what's in front of them.
they want the money to be put in their hand at the same time while they not seeing. Most of them won't even look at the contract, brother.
Yeah,
Most
they
of them
ain't
don't
reading no
even look at the
contract.
contract. Look at Finesse 2 Times right now. Not to be going into that, but you feel me?
Yeah. We
You
talking
know what I'm
about
saying?
hip hop. We talking about the evolution.
You feel me?
Now we talk
So,
about the business side. Let's speak on Finesse for a little second. We're gonna get to Finesse because Finesse dope.
yeah,
That
that's
boy
hey,
rap.
bro. He's
That
one of my
boy can
favorites
rap.
right now for sure. But you know,
That boy can rap.
he's so tied up in contracts. I feel like he can't even express himself like he
He's
should.
what they call he's IT. He institutionalized. He been in and out of jail all his life. All he knows is he can rap real good. So once he started streaming and he started dealing with technology
Mm-hmm.
and dealing with AI,
Yeah.
he go back and have ChatGPT read his contract. And ChatGPT basically told him, boy, you fucked up. You got to buy your way out. That's the only thing you can do is get out of
Yes.
this contract because it's not
seemed
in
like
your favor.
it seemed like they won't even let him buy out, bro. You know, hopefully he, you know what I'm saying, he get out of that situation and move on to bigger things, bro. Cause I know he wanna drop music, you
Yeah,
know.
he dropped the tape on YouTube. He dropped it on YouTube. That's getting a lot of burn, but I wonder how that's gonna work on the legal
Right.
side.
Right,
You know what I'm
right. Cause
saying?
they still got their hands in it. But shout out to Finesse, man. You know what I mean? He'll be okay, man. He's a smart dude, man. You know, he been shit. He been holding it down this long.
Right.
I don't see him, you know what I'm saying, going nowhere.
Boom. Let's go with this the age-old question. Who is your top 5? And who is
My top
who is your top 5 and who is the GOAT? Who is the greatest of all time?
Whoa. All right. My top 5. Number 5 would definitely be
We don't need to put them in no order. Well,
no?
you
Okay.
gonna put if you want to now, but you don't
I
have
can put
to.
them on right quick.
Yeah, boom.
My top 5. Okay, my number 5 would be definitely Biggie. And I
Okay.
say number 5 because he only put so much music out. You feel me?
Right.
He ain't really get to express himself like he should have.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Number 4, Royce the 5'9". You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I fuck with Royce so hard.
He
I feel like
snaps.
he really underrated,
Bad meets evil.
but he's underrated. Number 3, it's gonna be a female,
Come on with it.
Lady Luck.
Wow, you hard.
Yeah, Lady Luck. Lady
Yeah.
Luck, she probably the dopest MC in her era. And I can say the couple of eras after hers, she's probably the hardest out there because it's been some hard females come out lately
Yeah.
for real. You know what I'm saying? I can't even front on that.
I like Mona Leo.
Yeah, she hard too.
Mona Leo real hard. You gotta listen to her project. She come from that cloth.
Okay.
She from that cloth for real.
Rhapsody, you feel me? She hard.
Mhm.
But let me see. Number 2.
Three was Lady Luck. Okay.
Number 2. I say Kendrick. I'm gonna say Kendrick for number 2.
Okay.
Cause Kendrick, his music, his body of music is impeccable. I don't give a damn what nobody say. You feel me? He hit all cylinders, all targets. You know what I mean? He do it when he want to. He don't go by what the fans say. He is the conductor, so he do what he want, and I like that about him. So, and he always had his integrity when it come down to his music. He don't try to poison the brains of our youth.
Shake ass. He don't try to shake ass. These boys taking ass out here, man. I can't.
Nah, for real, man. Like, he one of them, you know what I mean? If you listen to an artist's music deep enough, you will kind of get a sentiment of what type of person they are. You know what I'm saying?
When they being organic with their music, when the music is organic,
bro. Exactly, bro.
you definitely
They ain't
can
gotta try
resonate
hard.
with it.
They ain't gotta try hard. They ain't gotta get all these rappers, all these young artists, or these hot artists on his records to get recognition. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, man, he did it all by himself. Lyrically, he did it all by himself, bro, without all the circus behind it. So that's why I say Kendrick is probably number 2 in my book.
Now he had a couple placements, and I think that's off the Interscope and the fact that he was that guy. He still is that guy. Cause he had the Taylor Swift, or he was on the Bad Blood remix to Taylor Swift, right? Like he was on the effing Problems. You know what I'm saying? Probably A$AP Rocky's biggest song.
See, they leave him out of that conversation, I feel, when it comes to those early records. Well, I mean, no, A$AP, he fuck with Kendrick, so.
Kendrick number 2.
Yeah, Kendrick's definitely number 2. Numero uno.
What you say about it?
Damn, what's this fucking person's name, man? They're not actually noticed or known like that. Big Phil Baby.
Man, cut it out. Yes, sir.
Give me a second.
I appreciate the flowers though to even be mentioned on a hip hop episode when you mentioned the top 5.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it, bro. You know what I mean? If they ain't told you, which I'm pretty sure they have.
I done been told, but we gonna show them. We gonna show them like Boosie said when he came home, man. We gonna show the world. Like, you know what I mean? We gonna show them.
Facts. Nah, facts.
If you gotta understand us through this podcast first before you even get to understand the music, we're gonna get to you some type of way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, man, the GOAT of all time. And I
Who's
feel
number
like,
one in your top five? Because that don't necessarily got to be your GOAT. Well,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
since you put them in
if
order,
they
I
number
guess number
one, though,
one is your GOAT.
if they
I guess
number
number one
one,
is your GOAT. See, my top five don't go in no order.
my top five,
You
my
down to
number one
number
of top
one.
five
Yeah.
is Ye, man.
Kanye?
Ye, man. I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I had to think about it, bro. Like, nah, bro, who has been here the longest and has done the best music, made the biggest impact on the culture? You know what I'm saying? And made the most clones, inspired the most artists, you feel me? And still doing it at a high level right
The high
now.
clip. He's at a high clip. I like that bullet. I like
Yeah.
that bullet. I think the old
Feel me?
sample Ye is back with that bullet.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, for
So
real.
yeah, Ye to me is number one, bro. Numero uno.
And that's GOAT. Greatest all time.
Right now, yes. Yes, that's my goal right now. Kendrick and Ye is top for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish them boys could work on something together.
I'm pretty sure they will eventually. You feel me?
You know, Kendrick's on that Pablo tape that No More Parties in LA, and he went crazy.
Yeah.
And I love to see that for a whole record. Yeah, Kendrick always do okay.
Yeah, he always go crazy though. Number one, Ye, man.
Boom. Let me give you my five. I'm gonna give you my five.
Let's go.
In no particular order. You know what I'm saying? This is based on, you know me. Listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm the king of swag, but at the same time, I'm cut from that cloth. So, boom. I'm gonna go Tupac. I'm gonna go Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? Pimp C offer just that he ain't taking those shows, and he make it in the music, make you feel some type of way, bro. Just, you know, it's me though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going Pac. I'm going Pimp C. I'm going Lil Wayne. I'm going Carter. I'm going Andre 3000.
Oh shit! Damn.
And I'm going Kanye West. And I'm going Kanye West. And I'm going Kanye West. And my goat.
Oh, so you got five, your top five, and then you gonna put your GOAT on top of it.
The GOAT?
Yeah.
Would be greatest of all time living is Lil Wayne. To me, because like you say, influence. Now I put Ye down because Ye fought his way in this thing. Like they didn't even want Ye to rap.
That's what I'm saying. And I like how Ye
persevered. But he really can rap.
Yes.
And he making the dopest beats.
That's
so like he's the mode. But when I say Wayne, like Wayne, I listened to Wayne since Wayne was 13, 14 years old. And then when you get to mixtape Wayne and you get to the Carter 3, like, nobody's putting this shit together like Wayne, bro. Like the best rapper ever, if you want to just say the best rapper, not the greatest of all time, but the best rapper, to me is Eminem. Nobody raps better than Eminem, bro. Nobody put that words together better than Eminem.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's a lot on my left off the list. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of greats.
This your personal
but that's just my personal.
Yeah.
That
it's subjective. Top five is subjective. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I got Pimp C in my top five. Who you know got Pimp C in their top? Who you know got Pimp on their top five, man?
I know a lot of people got Pimp on the top five.
I definitely got Pimp in mine because that's it. That's off influence too, because you know what I'm saying, hip hop is culture, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pimp ain't like Jay-Z. We're gonna talk about Jay-Z next. Pimp ain't like Jay-Z. Pimp did big pimping because Bun wanted to do it.
That's a fact.
So he come out there with the Benz that ain't came out yet. With the super bad white broad that used to go with Aaron Hall. Like, this probably was before Aaron Hall had her. With the mink on.
That was after, bro. After.
That was after Aaron Hall. Boom. Yeah. With the mink on in the summertime. Stunning. With 8 bars because he didn't even want to do the song. And his 8 bars was the most iconic lines in that song.
He sure didn't want to do it. I ain't gonna cap.
And the smoking eye pouring up, keeping lean
in my cup.
Everybody know
my
that.
Cars got leather and wood.
In my
In my
hood, they
hood, they
call
call
it
it
bump.
bump, nigga.
Everybody
Yeah.
want a ball. Holla, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is on some not even, and they ain't know Pimp was a producer, produced a lot of that Riding Dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he cold.
Pimp
He
played
like,
instruments like Pimp.
I think you said that he played all his instruments and
He
shit.
played instruments. He produced records. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Pimp was cold. Pimp came up and snatched. I ain't gonna say no name, but Pimp came and snatched one of the broads I went to school with at one point. With dealing with Pimp. Yeah, man. Pimp was really about that, man.
That's
Pimp
crazy.
was a bad boy, man. Rest in peace, Pimp, man.
Man, rest in peace to Pimp Chad,
Rest
man.
in
For
peace
real,
to Chad, man. Tony Snow, man. Sweet Jane. You did. And the GOAT, I say, is Wayne, because Wayne, like you say, Kanye got clones. Wayne got clones too. That's why
for sure.
Wayne
Dreads,
got clones.
face tats, tattoos, period. Wayne.
The dreads, the face tats, the sipping syrup outside of Texas. That's a
Diamond
Texas
teeth.
thing.
Diamond teeth.
You know what I'm saying? The grills. Like,
I think Texas started that, the diamond teeth, or
no, they started the grills.
They
we talking about
started the
New Orleans.
grills.
We talking about New Orleans. All them Goldmouth dogs in New Orleans.
That's a fact. That's
them
a
boys
fact.
slugged up. Them boys slugged. That's a Southern thing. But really, we come from kings and queens. You can go look at some of them tools. I bet you find gold in their mouth.
I know that for shit, sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a culture, bro. This hip hop is an extension of royalty. This come from that lineage, bro. This is that cloth, bro.
Hip hop was a way for us to express ourselves, man, in a way, I guess, like communication. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It was a way for us to communicate with each other in a way.
This was Morse code. This was Morse code, bro, at first. It wasn't even meant for everybody. We did it so good.
And you know what's crazy? Not to cut you off, man, but that's what I love about the 80s and the 90s hip hop. You know, so not to be so old school about it, you feel me? But that's what I love about that era, those two eras, because like they had the message in there. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't trying to poison our minds, not just the kids' minds, our minds. You know what I'm saying? They had a message. They had a purpose. You know what I mean?
The early 2000s, it was,
but
still some of that in there.
2000 started.
They were selling dope. That's all. But shit, I watched, my favorite movies was the gangster movies. Anyway, coming up as a little legit.
All of us. Yeah, all of us. Yeah. So
we
but
put them
I'm
to
just
the
saying,
dope boys, man. And the basketball players.
Nah, respect to all the rappers that did it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like,
it was
two eras.
It was positive. 80s, early 90s, early to mid 90s. Majority was positive, bro. It didn't get negative. It didn't get negative until they infiltrated, bro, with NWA.
I'm glad you said that, bro. Like the infiltration was very, very vicious. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't even realize it was going on, but his right hand man helped lead them astray.
Yeah, I mean, he led us into a burning house, like Dr. Martin King said after he figured out what was going on.
Right.
Because you got to know to a burning house.
You got to know after NWA, it was gangster rap from that point on. It wasn't hip hop; it was gangster rap. It wasn't. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's not expound on that too much because I'm sure we're gonna.
Yeah.
Over time, we're gonna break everything down. Y'all got to understand this. We're from that cloth. This is the culture, bro. Refined with no chasers. But we're gonna talk about that, boy.
No chasers. I like mine straight.
Straight. No ice.
No ice.
Yeah, no ice. But look, we're gonna talk about that boy Jay-Z. We're gonna talk about Sean Carter. We're gonna talk about Jovito. What's you? Okay, let me just give you a little rundown. Boom. From Reasonable Doubt in 1996 to The Streets Is Watching, the film. Then you got Hard Knock Life. You got what you got? Blueprint, Black Album. You got, you got Rock Nation. You got when he went to be the president of Def Jam. You got to the point now.
He moved up the ranks. Sure.
To now he done touched the Billy. He's the head of the Super Bowl, whatever.
Halftime show, music. The halftime show.
Right. Boom. He do a freestyle at the Roots picnic and go viral at 50-some years old. And
Yeah.
right now he's doing a 3-night show at the Yankee Stadium.
Never been afraid to say what's on my mind. Any given time of day, cause I'm up. Never been afraid to talk about anything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he got it. He still got it. He ain't missed a beat. He still got it. Eminem still got it, dude. He's still playing at a high level, man. He's still playing at a high level, bro. He ain't missed a beat. Every time he drop, it's something special. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Every time he drop, it's something special. Sold out. He sold out with a couple nights.
This
already.
is 30, and this is 30 years later. What you feel about Jigga, man? And his representation of this thing of ours?
At this point right now,
Just period, yo.
well, Jay-Z, I feel like he's a dope lyricist for sure. This man, he outdone himself with business for sure. He made everybody around him millionaires. But personally, at the age he at now, he shouldn't be going back and forth, bro. Like, cause you already did your job. I mean, honestly, I feel like he
You mean as
shouldn't.
far as like arguing with other rappers and like or trying to
Yeah, I
battle
mean,
with other rappers
I
and
feel
stuff
like
like that?
you should be way more mature at this age in your life. At
His big
this
age.
age in his life, you know what I mean? He's shown that he can get triggered easy if somebody pressed the right buttons, and that ain't a good look. I feel like at this age, like I said,
But you got to know that's part of his character though. Like he gone, even if it's subliminally, because you know he can put it in a way where sometimes only you will know. But you know, this
You're
this the
right. You're right.
information. This the information age now, so everybody dissected it, and everybody know that when he said the jig is up, that Drake said the jig is up.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
but you know, Drake,
I caught those bars. But I mean, they both are being immature. You feel me? And a bad example for the youth. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll feel like, oh shit, I gotta do this because my idols are doing it. I gotta go by hip hop like that. I gotta go by putting out my music like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I say that, bro. That's why I say.
Let's do it like this though. But you know, since the bridge is over, and since the bridge is over, and since this thing started in the Bronx, it's about who the flyest. And it's battling that grew legs and made a lot of money. So you can't just, it don't matter if you 60 and you got a bill. Nigga, I'm not finna let you play on my name like that.
I feel you. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's a competitive sport. Jordan still feel like he the best right now. Jordan feel like one-on-one he could beat anybody right now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that, you know, but he kind of contradicted himself, bro.
Right.
You feel me? Because he said in the interview, battling it shouldn't be a part of hip hop or breakdancing. He said something about breakdance. I'm like, all this is a part of graffiti. All that's a part of hip hop.
You got the full corners. You got the DJ. You got the
MC.
The MC. You got the graffiti, and you got the breakdancing.
And he kind of like took it apart and built it, put it back together.
Can't dance. That's because he can't dance. That's because Nas killed him on the battle side. Like, nigga, so now you want to excommunicate that part of hip hop, nigga, because you can't dance.
Yeah, don't be mad. You can't fucking dance. You feel me?
And Nas killed you.
I feel like him and Drake, they should be more mature about this business they in now, because it's kind of like it reflects to the youth, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to be such a Debbie Downer about Jay-Z and all that, but at the same time, I got to keep it a buck. I got to keep it a buck. You know what I mean? I got to keep it real. You know what I mean?
And that is YN. That is YN shit, bro.
Yeah, that's YN shit. That's what they do nowadays. You know what I'm saying? To get the views and
especially when it got to the
traffic
point
to their music. You know what I mean?
especially when it got to the point when people start losing their life behind rap records. Like when it
Yeah,
stopped
man.
being just a battle and started going to the point where, you know what I'm saying, cats was dying. Like, and that started in the 90s, bro. That started with Biggie and Pac, bro. Like a whole misunderstanding. Now we got two legends didn't get to live
That's a
their
fact,
life
bro.
out and given they
Yeah.
had so much more to give us. You know what I'm saying? I know they did.
Man, I know Pac did for sure.
Yeah, Pac had way more to
Sure.
offer to this thing of bars.
But
But you know what I'm
like,
saying?
but just to, summarize, that about Jay, man. I mean, I feel like he a dope artist for sure, man. And I feel like if he was to drop another album, I'll listen. You know what I'm saying? I go check it out and all that.
He done went back to the Jay-Z with the Low Boy and the Yankee fitted.
I see he went back to low cut season. You know what I'm saying? The Yankee fit. You know what I mean?
You know it's album time. You know
It's definitely album time.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
yeah, I just feel like, a little bit more growth. A little bit more growth. You know what I'm saying? He's due. The young youth and the young artists coming up, they deserve that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You can give him the growth when he dropped like the 444, but at the same time, you can't let him come for you and not. If you still rapping at a high clip, you can't let him come for you and not say nothing.
Nah, I mean, I feel that, but
and I'm not even the biggest Jay-Z fan, but Jay-Z got to be talked about when we talking about hip hop.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
30-year run in the game. You know what I'm saying? He's still selling out Yankee Stadium. I mean,
I kind of feel like I kind of feel like they can't put out positive music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's in a certain way. You feel
not
me?
Not too much. You got to feed the beast, bro.
Got to play the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but nah,
he know that better than anybody.
Yeah.
Jay know that better than anybody.
He do. But yeah, that's how I feel about Jay-Z and from when I first started listening to now, you know what I'm saying? I hope he put out a dope album. I hope, try to do what all the rest of the rappers are doing now, put out diss records on the album, you feel me? That'd be kind of corny to me.
You know what I'm saying? So on the contrast, Jay-Z been dissing the whole career, bro. He been dissing his whole career, bro. It's weird, bro, but he gonna get at you. He gonna get at you. But one thing about it, it's expressive, and you're supposed to leave it on wax, bro. So that's what, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming from a rapper point of view, bro. So
Well, I'm basically coming from a elder statesman of hip hop point of view.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because he's supposed to be that. And he's stooping down from the clouds to.
Because he said, when you still rapping at a high clip, you got to be a rapper's rapper. You can't come down and be Creflo Dollar when it's time to rap.
I
you know what I'm saying?
I guess.
When it's time to rap, you can't be Minister Farrakhan. When it's time to rap, it's time to.
That ain't what I'm saying. I ain't saying like he gotta be Farrakhan. I ain't trying to say that, but I'm just saying like, yeah, you put out the 444 and you gave us the financial literacy aspects of pieces here and there I mean, but you see what's going on in the culture, in the youth, in the urban cities, in the shit in the South, in the West, bro. It's like the music, it's an energy, and like it can go either way. Either you can put good energy into it to reciprocate good energy, or you can put bad energy into it, and you get what we got right now.
Right.
Where we at right now in 2026.
Now that boy Jay. Now you mentioned the South and the West. I feel like Jay never cared really about the South and the West, but I feel like he loved Snoop. You can hear it in his records how he didn't recycled a lot of Snoop lines, and you can hear how he went West Coast on songs like Parking Lot Pimpin' and songs like Change the Game.
Yeah.
And you can hear how he went South to get his first real big record with Big Pimpin', but he don't really care about the climate, the temperature.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I feel like he should be liable for that because he a staple in hip hop, bro. Right. And he influenced a lot of people
from the South and the West.
Rapping, with their music.
It's catching down here in Mississippi. That's gonna tell you Jay-Z is the greatest rapper of all time. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go to bat for that.
And that's my point, bro. That's my
They're
point.
gonna go to bat for that.
And that's my point. So he ain't just East Coast, you know what I'm saying?
Legend.
Legend.
Yeah,
you feel
icon
me?
in
No.
this thing.
He an icon, bro. So what I'm saying is it's a responsibility with this hip hop shit.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? My opinion.
I think he couldn't. I feel like he cut his hair and put that hat back on to show you this ain't Basquiat. This ain't Basquiat. Yeah. This Jay. I'm back with the bullshit. I'm back with the bullshit.
I give you that.
Hey, you knew exactly where I was going. Yeah, this shit over, man. We back with the Fenty Low. We back with the Fenty Low. You know
so
I
guess he got a point to prove. So all right.
We gonna switch gears. We're gonna switch gears on home, and we're gonna go female, man. We're gonna go female, bro, because we gotta give respect to the females, bro.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's just that's a staple in the culture, and that's one of the most disrespected people in our culture that don't never really get.
They just do
props that they deserve. They just do.
Yeah.
So we're going women, man, from then to now. Like, how do you feel? That the women, you know what I'm saying? They doing numbers now. Some of them getting big deals. But what you think about that side of the hip hop game?
Okay, I'm a tread lightly. So you ain't gotta
tread lightly. We jumped up out that water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, but no, I'm gonna be respectful. Female rappers, especially nowadays, it's kind of split in two categories to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got your I guess your female rap that's based in glorifying
shaking ass. The 304 culture.
Yeah, 304 culture. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then you got the lyrical, very well-rounded hip hop artists, female artists on the other side, if I said it right. What you think
about Doechii? Because Doechii can rap like a mug, but she got butt naked on the Grammys.
Yeah, she's in the middle. She's in the gray. She dope, man. So far.
Why she feel like she had to get butt naked at the Grammys though?
Politics. You feel me? Probably one of her
I hate the politics, people. Man. I hate the politics side, man.
Your manager, one of her assistants, PR people, whatever, they probably came and told her this would probably be a good look. We'll probably get a lot of eyes on you on social media. You'll probably get a lot of shares and yada, yada, yada. You know how that go. Post.
She got anxiety. She got that anxiety record. That's out this world.
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, when I first heard it, bro, I heard it, I liked it, but I ain't know she was gonna do what she did though. Like she really went. You feel me?
She went mental health.
Yeah.
Something that don't get talked about a lot in the culture. That's a big look.
That's a fact. I
feel like that's better than getting butt naked at the Grammys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. But nah, she a dope artist.
Right.
I just feel like she gotta stop listening to the noise of social media, because I feel like that's getting to her in certain ways when I see her on interviews or even at the awards, the BET Awards.
They start playing that saxophone on her. They disrespected her though.
Yeah, they did. They did, but in a way, I'm pretty sure her team will handle that, or they probably already did. But
she could have handled it better than getting so triggered. Because SZA handled it like a little lady.
Professional.
Right.
Because she know it's a lot of noise gonna be, you know what I'm saying, in her ears at the same time, but you gotta have tunnel vision in a way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just mute out all that. Cause they gonna say whatever because they got their favorites. You know, people got their favorites. So whatever new come around, it's gonna be shined upon in a way. Until they prove their point. You know, I believe she proved her point at this point though. Yeah, you know what I mean? But at first, it was rough for her, you know.
Yeah. I know Charlamagne the Guy was big on Doechii album. I used to listen to the Breakfast Club damn near every morning at work, and he was big on the album. I hadn't heard much of the album. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I hadn't heard much of the album. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a-
I like Nicki, bro. As far as a spitter, I like Nicki. Me.
Yeah, Nicki probably top 3 spitters, but Nicki at this point, I think she's left the building. And the stuff she got around her right now is like, I don't even know if she got I don't even know if her team got the wherewithal to even get her in the studio right now. You know,
Right.
they it's a bad look right now. I don't know. I just want to see what happened with her. Like, I want to see what happens through time because she need to drop music for sure. And it's just too much Trump politics type shit going on right now. You know what I mean? She just ain't in the right headspace for hip hop, I feel.
But said that's Roman. She told you, she showed you. She showed you she throwed off.
Yeah.
She thinks she a 13-year-old little Roman boy. That's Roman, bro. Like
that's my wife's favorite artist though. She
she's
loves
hard.
Nicki, man. You know what I'm saying?
As far as rapping, just like, you know, no politics, no fluff. As far as the rapping,
right. But beside all that, oh yeah, she top tier. She like she the cream of the crop.
But you know that's gonna come with it. That's gonna come with it because you got Ye. There's a lot of bullshit come with Kanye.
Yeah.
But when you rapping at that level,
yeah, it's gonna be people that
you can't be regular. You got to be slick, throw it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Any genius. Yeah, they call it genius crazy.
Yeah, any genius is gonna have a little. You ain't gonna be wrapped too tight. You feel me? But that all goes with.
Wait till that patent leather drop.
Yeah, sir.
And y'all get to hear this genius at work.
Y'all will see how crazy we is.
Because this genius is at work, bro. Like for sure.
It's definitely God at work. It's definitely God at work for real.
Yes,
like,
sir.
First.
Yes, sir.
But
I like Cardi B. I like Cardi B for the simple fact she made it out the strip club. And
now I respect her hustle. Her hustle, bro. I respect like how she is still at the top and doing her music business at top level. You feel me?
Everybody was like, she's scared to drop because she's scared of the sophomore jinx type shit. Because it took her a long time for the second album. You know what I'm saying?
It did. But I think she did good. I mean, I think she did good with, you know what I'm saying, her comeback and everything
when
she
it was her
accomplished.
time, when she wanted to. Like, she really bucked the system a little bit because when you come with a successful record like Bodak Yellow and an album that do good like that, the industry gonna pressure you to come on and get us some more of this money. Like, she really kind of bucked the system by waiting so long because you know they want it. They've been wanting another album.
Yeah, they've been on it. But I think with somebody like Cardi, they know she's a cash cow. You know what I'm saying? And she whenever she feel like she want to come out and drop something or say something, she's gonna do numbers. She's gonna break the bank. She's gonna break the internet.
Yeah. Off of personality.
Same with Nicki. Whenever Nicki feel like she want to come out, hey, she gonna break the internet too. That's a fact.
And she got the barbs. She got the barbs on deck.
Yeah.
Barbs gonna support her. No, nobody.
That's a fact. And that's all you need. That's all you need is your core fan base. Your core. You ain't gotta, your core. That's all you need. That's all you need nowadays, especially. Build your core fan base and keep it going. Feel me?
Boom. From Queen Latifah to MC Lyte, salute to all the ladies, Rhapsody, on up to the Dirty South girls that's doing their thing now with Mona Leah, YK Nice, Pluto, you know what I'm saying? Big Sexy them. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all thing, man. Big Sexy. Y'all pushing a certain type of agenda, but we can't just place that on the women because the men are too, because the industry is requiring them to do this to get their bag.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And salute to the ones that stand true to themselves. You know what I'm saying? And like we
all
say,
the time.
nostalgia versus the new era, I'm gonna go with nostalgia because we had the golden era of music. We had the golden era when we came up during the golden era of music.
That's a fact. We 80s babies, so I mean, it's just gonna be us anyway. You know what I mean?
Right,
I
right.
mean, it is what it is. But I'm definitely going nostalgia because I go off the feeling of hip hop. I go off the energy. You know what I'm saying? I go
Right.
off the goosebumps. You
Right.
know, when you hear some hard bars, when you hear some
Mhm.
hard double entendres, you know what I'm saying? A
Mhm.
hard beat behind it. You know what I'm saying? The drums is heavy. You feel me? That's what I go off of. All that other noise, I'm
I'm telling
good.
you what gave me goosebumps yesterday when I watched it. When I watched Jay-Z do the Can't Knock the Hustle and
Yeah.
Beyonce sung the hook instead of Mary
Yeah,
J.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I seen that. Yeah, that
Was
made me
like
feel
that was
good.
one of them
That made me feel
that was
good.
a feel good moment for real. I was like, damn, that's hard.
And when he brought Nas out,
He brought Nas out too.
yeah, when he brought Nas out, yeah, that made me feel good. That gave me goosebumps.
And Blue Ivy, see,
feel me?
Feeling It is my favorite song off Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you got Blue Ivy on the keys, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
she was playing the keys. Yeah, that was dope. That was
I'm
fire.
like,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
Jay.
That was
Yeah,
fire. That was some real man shit.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? That's
He
real
can't
shit.
do he can't be 100% Superman for the black
Yeah.
community and
Yeah, I know.
and be a billionaire.
I'm just, I know his position. I know the position he in now. I know.
What did it say? It's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the gates. So
Yeah.
it's like you gotta pick your poison. Like you want this money or you want to be a savior, like not in the sense of a, you know what I'm saying, like a Jesus type, but like a savior to your people, bro.
Yeah, martyr. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be a martyr, bro. I'd rather be a
Yeah.
martyr to my people. I'd rather be, and not just to my people, but just to righteousness, to
Right.
righteous shit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
just
no
rather
doubt.
be that. You know what I
No
mean?
doubt.
The money. I feel like if you righteous and you got a good product and your energy is right as a man, as an artist,
Like they
as a
say,
soul.
good dope sell itself. Like they
Yeah,
say.
it sell itself. That
You
shit
know
gonna
what I'm
sell
saying?
itself. So the money gonna come.
Right.
The money gonna come. You
For
know, it
sure.
might be a little bit slower,
Yeah.
but
Slow money better than no money, baby.
better than no money and have and still have your integrity intact. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of
For
it's a lot of us going outside, and it it was made for us to once they realize, okay, this thing ain't going nowhere,
Mm-mm.
and they making money. Let's control that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's put the
It's
capital.
all about control. It's all
Let's
about
put the
control. So,
capitalist structure on this too.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's why I said at the beginning, man, black culture is just, it's been sold. Hip hop culture has been sold a long time ago. So we just gotta play the game and just make sure we get what we get out of it. And you know what I'm saying, get the best out of it and get out. Feel
We
me?
ain't had no choice. We ain't had no. I feel like we ain't had no choice in the matter. And we ain't had no choice in the matter. Like once they realized it was money there and it wasn't going nowhere, nigga wasn't gonna stand up for it. Like
Yeah,
to the
it's a
point
fact.
where you can't go against that. That just like when the Pilgrims came with them guns,
Hmm.
knives and bow and arrows ain't gonna do that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
Then they
and
can't understand what they saying. You don't know what they saying or nothing. So
right, yeah. That's the same thing. They come at you with the contract. You don't know what's in the contract.
the linguistics, those linguistics in there, in the contracts,
The
same
jargon.
shit.
It's the
Same shit.
same thing. Which not to make an excuse, but it's like once this thing of ours went mainstream, you already know what's going on with it. When anything go mainstream, bro, it's hard to keep the integrity, bro, of the original form of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. I mean, and everything must, we got to keep going. You know, time, it ain't gonna wait for us. So I know the future is destined for us. You feel me? And the past is the past. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So
But salute to the Kendricks. You know what I'm saying? Salute
Yes,
to
sir.
the Joey Badasses.
Salute to Drake. Salute to all the artists of this era.
Salute to all the artists of this era. But speaking of that cloth, salute to the ones that's trying to keep that thing intact. Now, definitely salute to anybody that's doing their thing and making good music, bro, because
That's what it's about.
it's definitely about making good music and pushing the needle sometimes, and you know what I'm saying? Staying relevant, you know, taking care of your family and your people
Right.
around you. You know what I
Putting
mean?
God first. Putting God first.
Yeah, man. God first, money over everything else. You can't forget that and get ahead of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Them Big
for
Phil
real.
Baby bars, but I mean, if you know, you know.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. Nah, for real.
Yeah, sit with us, man. Podcast, bro.
Episode 3, man.
Episode 3, baby. Hey, run that beat one more time, man, before we get out of here, bro. Show them what that real. Yeah. It's that country rap boom bap, you know? That's the hip hop started in the South, baby.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna get y'all, man. Sip with us, podcast, man. Episode 3, man. Man, we out of here, man.
All I ever want